Have you guys seen the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, or are you stupid?
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not.
Because I haven't seen it.
Okay, all right. I can't talk to you guys then. Thank you.
BAAAAAM! What's up, everybody? Got a lot of comments saying, like, this is more of a recap than a review, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yes, you're right. But that's because this isn't just a standard review. This, my friend, is a C review. It's different, okay? I do this crazy thing. I say that too much. Episode 37 of Dragon Ball Super. So beautiful. It was a great episode. You see Vegeta fighting Cabba. The fight is phenomenal. Vegeta pushes Cabba to go Super Saiyan. Don't worry, I'm just gonna do a little brief recap. Then I'm gonna do the in-depth recap. And then that's pretty much it. The brief recap is kind of like the review, where I just quickly analyze what happened, say how I felt about it, and then I go through the episode slowly. The episode was really great. You had Vegeta fighting Cabba. The fight is really, really good. There's crazy twists and turns that go on that shock the crowd, that shock us. Not so much me, because I kind of called it. We'll get there when I go slowly. Vegeta pushes Cabba to go Super Saiyan in this episode. The fight is really phenomenal. There's a lot of funny dialogue. It was very well executed. I enjoyed the episode. Highly recommend you watch it if you have not. Toei's really stepped up their game with this series, and I don't know if it has anything to do with Toriyama directly saying, hey, fix your shit, sort of thing. But coincidentally, you know, a few episodes later, their shit got really fucking good, and now it's doing really well. The animation has picked up, the story has picked up, the pacing is doing extremely well. The series is definitely looking very good. It's kind of reminding me of the old Dragon Ball Z days, where like every time there's a new episode, I literally just feel nothing but excitement, you know? Couldn't really say that with the Battle of Gods arc so much, or the Resurrection F. Mind you, I still enjoyed them. Yeah, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but you know, they did not captivate me so much as it's doing right now. Anyways, let's jump right into the recap. Let's break it down bit by bit. What happened? We pick up right where we left off. Vegeta's just finished off Vegeta. The ring has been fucking destroyed. Whis and Vados, as a result of this, are fixing the ring and actually making it a lot bigger. They eliminate the aerial out of bounds rule, so you can't be, you won't be disqualified if you like hit the ceiling pretty much anymore. They got rid of that. The ring's a lot bigger. I'm talking like maybe like 10 times bigger than what it used to be. At least that's what it looks like. You know, it's never confirmed. I wonder how the Botamo fight with Goku would have gone if they would have done that earlier. Because we never, like, people think Botamo was a scrub. We don't know how strong he really was. Like, we don't know if he could have powered up, because all Goku did was kind of like, I can't hurt this guy. So Goku could not hurt this guy. He tanked the Kamehameha. This is besides the point, but then he threw him out of the ring, and it's like, wonder how strong he really was. Random thought. Great foreshadowing right before this fight. You have Vegeta walking up to Cabba, Cabba walking up to Vegeta. They have like this kind of split screen thing where they have both their feet. They have them from all these different angles. It has a very classic tournament-esque vibe to it, where it's just like great, you know, build up. They have like the trumpets in the background. Really feels like nostalgic Dragon Ball tournament stuff right here. Very well done. There's this moment where Goku's staring at Hid. You know, he looks very concerned but very excited. You guys know Goku by now. Hid definitely, you know, is kind of getting under Goku's skin without saying anything. Goku just has that feeling about him, and you know that means that Hid's gonna mean business. So they hit the gong. Beerus hits the gong, the fight starts. Cabba squares up, and he squares up exactly like Vegeta did, you know, back when he fought Goku. And then Vegeta's like, oh, so he really is a Saiyan. We have like the exact same stance. That has remained consistent between both universes. And some parts of these episodes made me feel like Cabba could have been like an alternate version of Vegeta. Obviously, he has a different name. He might not be a prince, but when the evolutionary cycle between both Saiyans in each universe have changed so drastically, you never know. This could technically be the alternate version of Vegeta. It doesn't have to look exactly like Vegeta, because the divergence between the universes seemed to happen way back when Planet Salad or Planet Sadal wasn't destroyed in one universe and was in another. That was really nerdy, but they start to fight. Cabba gets a little shots in, Vegeta gets more intense shots in. They're both in their base form. You know, really good fight, nicely executed. Then Cabba shockingly surprises, I mean, this kind of backs my theory of Cabba possibly being a different version of Vegeta from the other universe. He prepares a Gallic gun. And by the way, before I go into depth about that, you know, there's a beam struggle. Both Gallic gun versus Gallic gun. I wonder how old Cabba is, because Cabba, yes, he has a deeper voice, but he seems smaller, and he kind of gives me some child vibes. I think it'd be really cool if he was younger because it'd be cool to watch his like development into a man sort of thing. So blah blah blah, Vegeta tells Cabba to transform into a Super Saiyan. Then Cabba's like, I already told you I can't do that. Like I don't know how to do that. But then he's like, can you teach me? That annoys Vegeta. Vegeta doesn't like that. He's like, we're in the middle of the fight and you want me to fucking teach you? Vegeta goes Super Saiyan. And then Vegeta just goes ape shit on Cabba. He's just destroying Cabba, giving him the absolute works, getting brutal. And so brutal in fact that the audience is reacting in a way like what the fuck? Did Vegeta just like snap? Did he go back to his old ways? And might I say that I called this, all right? Yeah, being evil. Vegeta's being very brutal with Cabba. You know, he's kicking Cabba over and over again. His Super Saiyan form is obviously way too much for Cabba to handle. And then as he's just brutalizing Cabba, Cabba says, I surrender. He's about to say I surrender, but he gets cut off. And Vegeta like almost loses it, like he's like, better not. Then Vegeta catches him by his collar. Then he prepares a blast in the hand. Then Vegeta proceeds to do the most badass. See, there's a most badass moment in this episode, there's a best moment in this episode, and then there's the funniest moment in the episode, okay? This was the most badass moment in the episode to me. So Vegeta's holding Cabba by his collar. He prepares a blast in the hand. Then Vegeta threatens to kill Cabba. He says, I will kill you, I'll destroy your home planet, and on top of that, I'll kill your family. Oh. Phenomenal. I loved that part. I loved it. Goku knew what Vegeta was doing the whole time. You could tell by his facial expression. You know, he was serious, but he knew. Because in order to unlock Super Saiyan, it's a state of rage, so you have to push them emotionally to that point, and Vegeta knew that, so that's what he was doing with Cabba. But anyways, Cabba doesn't know that, so he snaps. Cabba goes Super Saiyan. Very, very awesome. He's like, if you do anything to my family, I'll never forgive you. Then he flies up to Vegeta, and then he's just going ape shit. Like, Cabba gets relentless. He gets quite a bit of shots on Vegeta, and then, you know, slams Vegeta to the ground, starts this huge energy volley down at Vegeta, and Vegeta's just kind of like, you know, blocking it. And then while he's blocking it, they do a zoom in on Vegeta's mouth, and then Vegeta smiles. You can tell he's proud that, you know, he pushed Cabba there, and it's almost like a father-son moment sort of thing, which is cool. The animation while Cabba is attacking Vegeta, by the way, before I press on past the fight, is phenomenal. Like it's really fucking good. I love the sequence they have. I love when they have like the face here, and then like he comes back with the punch, and like they have that whole motion. It's done extremely well, phenomenally done. I love this episode. I love the fight. Great. Anyways, Vegeta smiles while he's getting the volley, you know, he's getting attacked, and then Vegeta kind of swipes it all away. Then Vegeta tells Cabba not to forget that feeling. He tells him what the Super Saiyan is and that it's a state of rage, and then Cabba, you know, goes back to his base form, then he's like, do it, you know, transform right now. Blah, blah, blah. Cabba, you know, has mastered the form. He goes Super Saiyan. It's obvious Cabba, you know, he has a lot of battle experience, but he just never had that emotional push to go Super Saiyan before. I think that's why he was so easily able to adapt and learn the Super Saiyan, because you know, he was as strong as Vegeta's base form in his base form, but he just never had that emotional push to Super Saiyan, so it was good to see that. Then from here on out, Cabba's like really admiring Vegeta throughout the rest of the episode. Then after Cabba goes Super Saiyan, Vegeta, the epic music starts, right? I'm talking the God music. This is one of the best soundtracks in the entire series to me. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's what it sounds like. That one. He gets the blue aura. This even makes Hit's eyes open, and that's a big deal because this motherfucker has been like asleep for the entire tournament. Hit has been bored with these fights. You can tell, like he's on another level, so nothing has really wowed him enough to like really pay attention. You know, he's just keeping his eyes shut until his number is called. Not literally, it's a sports term. Until his number is called, he can jump down and give everyone the works. But Vegeta goes into this form and it makes Hit like, kind of like, all right, what the fuck is going on now? You know, he realizes what they're really made of. He even has this eye contact moment with Goku where they're kind of eyeballing each other. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue. And yes, it's Super Saiyan Blue, so stop fucking calling it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and the Super Saiyan, and the Super Saiyan. You're like, no, that was ridiculous. If you really enjoyed calling it that, you're fucking weird, and you sound ridiculous every time you say it. You never sound cool when you say it. I will destroy you. Anyways, it's Super Saiyan Blue now, so we will call it Super Saiyan Blue from now on. I'm sorry, I really hated Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan for the longest time. Then Vegeta one-shots Cabba, knocks him out. So Vegeta wins the fight. You can obviously tell Vegeta's kind of built somewhat of a relationship with Cabba. Goes up to Cabba, wakes him up from his, you know, from getting knocked out, splashes water on his face, then they have a little conversation. Vegeta is giving him like this whole speech about the pride of a Saiyan and how he shouldn't bow to him. Meanwhile, Vegeta's bowing to Cabba because Cabba bowed to Vegeta prior to the fight, so Vegeta's just like, you know, all right, now we're even, we don't do this shit again, sort of thing. And then Cabba's like, you know, I want to be as strong as you someday. And Vegeta's like, no, surpass me. And I was like, oh, Cabba gets tears in his eyes, and this, my friends, was the best part of the episode to me. It was emotional, it just had like so much the sky is the limit for Dragon Ball Super right now, because now I'm interested in Cabba's growth. Like, if Cabba is a kid, you know, even if he's not a kid, if he's like a really young adult, it'd be really cool to see him like under Vegeta's wing and Vegeta kind of like teaching him and him developing, because he wants to defend his own universe utilizing his Super Saiyan form. So I wonder if we would ever get like some sort of special of him like going back to his universe to protect his universe, that like using his Super Saiyan. That'd be awesome. Be awesome. Then Cabba actually has this really interesting line that he says, from his home planet, you know, where Cabba's from, there's apparently a king who lives there. Like they have a hierarchy or a monarchy where they have a king. He says that his king is just as proud as Vegeta is. What if the king of Planet Salad or Planet Sadal is Vegeta's Universe 6 counterpart? That'd be pretty cool too. I don't know. Then Vegeta says he'd like to meet him. So Dragon Ball Super, I think, is not going to just be this universe tournament. Like, there's so much that they can do, and I think they will do with this series. So be hyped for that. Meanwhile, while Cabba's, you know, talking to Vegeta and everything, Piccolo's like, you know, Vegeta's a prince. It's only natural that he would train Cabba, kind of thing. You know, he's a fellow Saiyan. Then Goku's like, I'm a fellow Saiyan, and he doesn't treat me like that. And then, you know, he's just all confused. It's hilarious. And then Piccolo's like, do you really think that guy likes you? And then Goku's like, what the fuck, like, you know, he's all kind of hurt because Vegeta's extremely mean to Goku, and Goku's the only other Saiyan, so gotta love their relationship. Then up next, Vegeta versus Hit. Badass of Universe 6 versus the Badass of Universe 7. Oh my goodness. It's great. Hit jumps down. Meanwhile, we have we have some alluding. Do you guys remember my theory? Whoever watched the Who Are the True Villains in Dragon Ball Super video, I distinctively said I think Vados could secretly be a villain, and I feel like this next part kind of supports my case. You know, Champa's like, I'm surprised you got Hit to join us. You know, Champa is not worried anymore. He feels like Hit 100% is going to clear out the rest of them. He has no fear anymore. But then he's like, you know, Vados, how did you get this guy to join us? Like, I'm surprised. And Vados is like, oh, well, I offered him that cube, you know, that transportation cube. And then Champa like loses it. He's like, what the fuck? Like, basically, and then Vados is like, you know, you said to do whatever I had to do in order to get him to join. You know, Champa didn't know about it. And like, I feel like there's so many different little things that she's doing on the side that is so much different from like how Whis and Beerus are. Like, yes, Whis might go get a meal every here and there, you know, while Beerus is sleeping. But with Vados, I feel like she does some very, very elusive things behind Champa's back. And I wonder if this is all leading up to something with Vados. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Champa claims that Hit would be uncatchable if he were to get that cube. He seems quite concerned, but not that concerned. But still, Vados, keep an eye on her. So Vegeta and Hit have a stare down, and then the episode ends. Phenomenal episode, must watch. Awesome new outro begins. It's very nostalgic. Goku's on his Nimbus. You got the power pole. You got all types of images floating in and out of all the different characters. You know, it's very Dragon Ball-esque. It's a very feel-good kind of song. Great new outro. I wish they'd do a new intro, because it's been the same intro with like one different scene that switches out occasionally. But regardless, awesome new outro. Episode 38 preview. Oh my goodness. Vegeta gets bodied by Hit. He's getting fucked up by Hit. Hit has this really weird thing. Even Goku, while he's narrating, says, you know, me, Piccolo, and Vegeta can't figure out how this guy is fighting. He's like, it kind of reminds me of first form Janemba, how, you know, Janemba in his first form would like punch through like a portal here, then his fist would like come out of a different location and hit whoever he's fighting from like a different angle. It seems similar to that, because like you see Hit like punching up, and then like Vegeta will like get hit right here. So very interesting fighting style. And by the way, Vegeta is in his Super Saiyan Blue form. So that makes me wonder how strong Hit is, and I'm gonna make a different video on that, so stay tuned for that. By the end of the episode, it looks like Vegeta is gonna rage out, because you see him yelling. You know, he gets bloodied up a little bit. He gets bloodied up a little bit on his face. So shit's gonna get real. Shit with Hit is gonna, oh man. Bars! Shit with Hit, shit with Hit, shit with Hit. Oh man. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys enjoyed this C review, please leave a like, please leave a comment. If you really enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you shared this channel all over the place, you know, get my name out there a little bit. Subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Deion. And that was it. Like, it sounded like there was a comma there, but I guess it was a period because I couldn't think of shit else to say. Okay, I'll leave now. Wuahhhh. Shit with hit, shit with hit, shit with hit.
Oh